Claire Udap, and I will be sharing the same device with Anna Claire Udap. May I ask Ms. Ajal if I am audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Ajal. Okay, so Philippine Professional Standard for Teachers and School Heads. So Philippine Professional Standard for Teachers, or PPST, it stands, the PPST is the national framework that defines what quality teaching looks like in the Philippines. It guides teachers, professional growth, performance, and development. So the Philippine Professional Standard for Teacher, it is the national framework that of course clearly explains what quality teaching means in the Philippine context. So, what do you mean by quality? It describes, of course, the knowledge, skills, values, and professional practices that teachers should demonstrate at different stages of their career. So later on, I will be showing you the different career stages of PPST. So PPST serves as a guide for teachers in planning lessons, managing classrooms, assessing learners, and responding to the diverse needs of students. It also helps teachers reflect on their own practice, identify areas for improvement, and set goals for continuous professional growth. So more importantly, PPST is used as a basis for teacher performance evaluation, promotion, professional development programs, and training activities. So, through PPST, teachers are guided to become more competent, more compassionate, and effective educators who can provide meaningful and quality learning experiences for Filipino learners. So that is Philippine Professional Standard for Teachers. In short, it is a framework that defines the quality teaching, sa ang quality teaching here in the Philippines. Then, I will be showing you the 7 PPST domains, which are content, knowledge, and pedagogy, learning environment, diversity of learners, curriculum and planning, assessing and reporting, community linkages, and professional engagement, and personal growth and professional development. So first we have content, knowledge, and pedagogy. It is the mastery of the subject matter and effective teaching strategies. So this domain focuses on a teacher's mastery of the subject matter and how well it is taught. It means teachers deeply understand what they are teaching and can explain lessons clearly using effective teaching strategies. Because good teaching here makes lessons interesting, meaningful, and easy to understand, helping learners truly grasp the, the topic. So here, ano ba ito? Sorry. So it means here that it is about how will teachers understand their subject matter and how effectively they teach. It is not enough to know the lesson. It is not enough that they already know what they are going to teach. A teacher must know how to explain it in a way student can understand, because there are a lot of teaching styles, right? There are auditory, visual, and many more, diba? Because children have different strategies to learn. So for example here in content, knowledge, and pedagogy, for example, a math teacher teaching fractions does not simply write numbers on the board. Diba? If you are going to teach fractions, you're not just putting the numbers here, that 1 over 1, 2 over 2. It's not. But instead, the teacher uses pizza slices or paper circles to show parts of a whole, di ba? We use visual aids. When students look confused, the teacher changes strategies using group activities or real-life word problems until learners understand. So this shows mastery of content and effective teaching methods. And that is content, knowledge, and pedagogy. Not just you know the topic, but also you know how to deliver your topic. Next one, the second domain is learning environment. So learning environment, safe, respectful, inclusive, and motivating classroom. So this domain emphasizes creating a classroom that is safe, respectful, inclusive, and motivating. It means students feel comfortable expressing themselves, asking questions, and participating without fear. A positive learning environment, it encourages discipline, cooperation, and active learning where every learner feels valued and supported. So learning environment, these domains focuses on creating a classroom that is safe, respectful, inclusive, balik-balik, should feel confident, comfortable, and respective. So, for example here, in a classroom where students are encouraged to speak, di ba? So, for example, when you teach in a room, you encourage a student to speak their answer, to give their answer. So, a shy learner raises their hand for the first time, di ba? You are motivating them to answer, to speak what is in their mind. So, the teacher listens patiently, praises the effort, you could say very good or give a hand clap, and the class responds respectfully. So classroom rules are clear. Bullying is not tolerated. A positive behavior is rewarded. If a child do something good, you must give her a reward so that it could motivate. Because of this environment, students feel safe and motivated to participate. Next one, the third one of PPSD domains is diversity of learners. So this domain means So the diversity of learners of this domain recognizes that learners are different from one another. From the word diversity, it means differences of one another. So this domain, students have varied abilities, background, they have different abilities, they have different backgrounds, cultures, and learning needs. So teachers addresses these differences by using flexible strategies, differentiated activities, and inclusive practices so no learner is left behind. So for example scenario here is that in one class, some students can read fluently while others struggles. For example, one student of yours can read fluently and others are struggling. So the teachers prepares different reading activities like advanced tasks for fast learners and guide reading for those who need support. The teacher also considers learners with disabilities or language differences, ensuring everyone can participate and learn. Because if you know this domain in the diversity of learners, you would be able to facilitate your students differently so that so those who are competent you can give them more advance so that they can mold their skills in different way, and also for the students who are struggling you can give them more attention so that they could be able to learn, so that the quote no learners left behind. And for the fourth one is curriculum and planning. So curriculum planning, this domain focuses on how teachers plan, organize, and organize lessons. So teachers align their lessons with the most essential learning competencies. So it is the MELS, or so today we're using the CG, which is the curriculum guide, and adjust them to meet learners' needs. Proper planning ensures lessons are clear, organized, relevant, and goal-oriented, making learning more effective. So for example here is that before the school year starts, a teacher review the milks or the CG and the plans lesson for the quarter. So during the class, the lesson flows smoothly because activities are prepared in advance. When students struggle with a topic, the teacher adjusts the plan and provide additional activities. So this ensures learning goals are met. So curriculum and planning. So what do you mean by curriculum? So naadilatan na it is a blueprint of the mga studies na. So before the school starts, dapat nakaplan na ka ahead unsay topic na ipapresent sa first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and so on. So that dili ka magkalibog-libog, and when the student doesn't meet that, you can adjust it because teacher must be flexible. Then, next one, the fifth one is the assessment and reporting. assessment and reporting. So this domain highlights the use of varied assessment tools to measure learners' progress. Teachers assess not just through tests, but also through activities, projects, and performance tasks. Giving timely and meaningful feedbacks help learners understand the strength and areas for improvement. So for example, here in assessment and reporting, instead of giving only written tests, a teacher asks students to create poster, role play, or short presentation. After the activity, the teacher gives specific feedback, explaining what students did well and what they can improve. Ano next one? And parents are informed of learner progress through report cards and meetings. So, you mean here the assessment and reporting, it uses valid assessment tools and giving feedback. So you're not just doing kanang written assessment para mo ipanghatag, but also evaluating their performance, how they because some students dili kayo bright into academic, but they are very good in drawing, in acting, dancing, and so on and so forth. Then you can inform the student learning progress in a teacher by giving them report cards. Okay. Then Then the sixth one is community linkages and professional engagement. So this domain emphasizes the importance of working with parents, community, and other stakeholders. Teachers build strong partnership to support learners' education. Collaboration strengthens school programs and ensure that learning continues to both inside and outside the classroom. So for example here is that a teacher communicates regularly with parents through meetings and messages. Like during Brigada Escuela, the teacher works with parents and community leaders to prepare the school. Local professionals are invited as guest speakers to inspire students. Learning becomes more meaningful because the community is involved. So here in community linkages and professional engagement, like for example, as I said, Brigada Escuela, mga parents and community, you help each other to make the school good, to make the environment so that the students can learn in a safe, respectful, inclusive, and motivating classroom with the help of the community and the professional in through engagement. And for the last domain is personal growth and professional development. So this domain focuses on teacher commitment to continuous learning and ethical practice. So teachers improve their skills through training, reflection, and professional development. It also highlights integrity, professionalism, and dedication, ensuring teachers grow not only in skills but also in values and characters. So of course it is very important, no? You have character. So example here is a teacher a teacher attends INSAT or LAC sessions and online webinars to improve their teaching skills. After each lesson, the teacher reflects on what worked and what needs improvement. The teachers follow ethical standards, treats colleges and learners fairly, and serve as a role model inside and outside the school. So personal growth and professional development, it is for the teacher, just like as for us as professional teachers. Of course, we have to not just we know what to teach, but also we have to follow the ethical procedures and be ethically, yes, so that we can be a role model, not just inside the class, inside the school, but also outside. And that is for the PPST, Philippine Professional Standard for Teachers domains. And then I will be presenting as I said earlier, the Philippine Professional Standard for Teachers career stages. Okay, so the career stages, we have the beginning teacher, profession teacher, highly profession teacher, and distinguished Distinguished teacher. So in the beginning teacher, it means a beginning teacher is someone who is new to the teaching profession. Of course, it is beginning teacher. They are learning how to apply what they studied in college into real classroom situations. At this stage, teachers rely on guidance from mentors, school heads, and senior teachers. So just like us, because we are student teacher, we are called beginning teacher because we rely on our mentors, mga school heads, and atong mga magulang pa nato. So for example, here is a newly hired teacher carefully follows the lesson plan and teaching guide. They may feel nervous managing the class and often ask senior teacher for advice. After class, they reflect on what went well and what needs the students to improve. With support and practice, they gradually become more confident and effective, and they begin to be in the second stages, which is the profession teacher. Then a profession teacher can teach independently and effectively. In the beginning teacher, you need the guidance of your mentor, school heads, and your senior teachers, just like that. And a profession teacher, it is independently, can teach independently and effectively. They have developed classroom management skills, can plan engaging lessons, and adjust teaching strategies based on learners' needs. So because you are in level 2 profession teacher. And for the third one is highly profession teacher. A highly profession teacher is someone who demonstrates advanced teaching practices and often serves as a mentor or leader in the school. They influence not only the student but also fellow teachers. So here in highly profession teacher, more on they are the one who guides the beginning teacher. Because as again, beginning teacher needs to rely on mentors, mga school heads, mga senior teachers, then profession teacher na ka, you can teach independently and effectively. Then after that, if you know that all the things can manage school classroom rules, you can be highly profession teacher. You're not just teaching here, you're also motivating your student and also your fellow teacher, just like in the beginning teacher. Then lastly is the distinguished teacher. So distinguished teacher represent the highest level of teaching excellence. They are recognized leaders who influence teaching practices beyond the school, contributing the system at a wider level. So pasmasabtan, a distinguished teacher leads division levels training, develops instructional materials, used by many schools and contributes to education policy discussions. They are known to their expertise professions and strong impact on learners, teachers, and community. So, to conclude that, the PPST career stages show a teacher's journey from learning the basic to mastering teaching to leading and inspiring others. And that would be all with my part, and may I call Teacher Ajal and Miss Ajal to present the Philippine Professional Standard for School Heads. Miss Ajal?
So, good evening, everyone. I'm the one reporting the Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads, or the PPSSH. So, means the PPSSH sets standards for effective school leadership. It focuses on how school heads lead schools toward improved teaching and learning. So, PPSSH means is a guide for school principals. It explains what a good school head should know and do to lead the school well, help teacher teach better, and help students learn more. Example, a principal uses PPSSH as a guide to plan school activities, support teachers, and make sure the students are learning properly. So, so PPSSH is muna ang guide sa principal kung unsaon niya pag-lead ang school, kung unsaon niya tabang sa teachers nga unsaon pagtudlo og maayo sa ilaang students. So, mo na ang PPSSH. So now, let's proceed to the stages of PPSH. PPSSH. Please, next. Um, okay, thank you. So, balik sa, okay ka na. Okay, so now, let's proceed to the, what, the H domains. So, first, the leading strategically means vision, mission, goals, and school improvement planning. So, leading strategically means the school head sets the school vision, goals, and plans for improvement. For example, the principal creates a school plan to improve reading skills of the students. So, ang principal mag-create siya og mga ang mga estudyante is ma-improve sila and kung unsa pa man ang itudlo sa teachers. So, the second one is the school operations and resources. Means the school head uses time, people, and materials. For example, so ang principal, the principal schedules teachers kung unsaon nila gamit ang mga school supplies o tarong sa mga estudyante. So ang principal schedule sa teachers ka kung unsaon nila paggamit ang mga school supplies o tarong sa ilaang mga estudyante. So the third is the focusing on teaching and learning. So means the school head help teachers improve teaching and focuses on sa student learning of their students. So the principal observes classes and gives suggestions to help their teachers' improvement. So, there is a focusing on teaching and learning. So, the principal help their teachers kung unsa pag-improve ang ilaang learnings and unsaon nila pagtudlo ang mga estudyante nila. So, ang principal is maghatag sila suggestions to help their teachers sa lang eskwelahan kung unsaon kung para ma-improve pagid sila. So the fourth one is developing self and others. So means the school head continues learning and help teachers grow professionally. For example, the principal attends seminars and encourages their teachers to training. So, ilang gina-encourage ang ilang teachers nga mag-attend og mga seminars, trainings para ang ilaang learning sa ilaang teachers is mag-help sila para mo-grow pagid ila ang mga learnings. So the last domain of PPS is building connections. So means the SCAD works with parents, LGUs, and the community. So for example, the principal partners with parents and barangay official for school programs. For example, kanang na mga pahina. So ang principal is need sila help sa mga parents para ang ilang school is malimpyo. Barangay officials po mga sila og tabang para magpahina or pangayoon sa LGUs. So mao na ang mga PPSSH domains. There are 5 PPSH domains. So let's proceed to the stages of PPSSH or the career stages. So there are 4 PPSSH career stages. The first one is the principal one. So these stages show the growth of the school head from the beginning to expert. So first one is the principal one. A principal who is still learning how to manage a school. For example, a first-time principal learning school and routine. So, mo ni siya ang principal nga bago pa. Like um kuan pa siya, nagkamulo pa siya og sabot sa mga school policies o kung unsa pay angay niyang buhaton, nagkalinga pa siya og learn kung unsaon pag-manage ang school. So the second one is the principal 2. A principal who is improving leadership skills. So diri na ang improvement sa principal kung unsaon niya pag-leader sa isa ka school. So for example, a principal who can already manage the teachers and school programs well. So diri na makita nga ang principal is nag-improve na ang iyaang learning kung unsaon niya pag-lead ang eskwelahan. O unsaon niya pag-manage ang iyaang mga teachers para kunyari og nay mga kuan ang school programs. So kabalo na siya unsaon niya pag manage ang ilaang school. Then the third one is the principal 3 and means an experienced principal with strong leadership. Example, a principal who mentors teachers and improves school performance. So dili na nato makita nga kuan na gyud ang learning sa principal. Iyan ang ma-mentor ang mga teachers og makabalo na siya og makabalo na po siya sa mga improvements sa school. Then the last is the principal 4, a highly skilled and expert school leader. So mao ni siya ang diri na gyud nato makita nga ang isa ka principal is develop na jud siya nga kabalo na gyud siya kung unsaon niya pag lead ang eskwelahan. Like for example, a principal who guided other principal and leads big school reforms. So diri na jud nato mahibalaan nga ang principal 4 is kato na gyud siya pinakataas na siya nga unsaon niya pag-lead ang school. Like kabalo na siya sana mo mentors pod sa lain nga mga principal. So that are the PPSH career stages: the principal 1, principal 2, principal 3, and principal 4. And that's all my part. May I call Ma'am Anna Claire to continue the report. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Adral. So, I am Anna Claire Mudag and I will be reporting about PPST versus PPSH. So, PPSH or I know. PPST or the Philippines Professional Standards for Teacher. So, it's all about focuses on teachers. Classroom centered or looks at what happens during teaching and learning. So, ang PPST has 7 domains. So the goal of the PPST is to improve teaching practice. So, ang iyang goal is dapat i-improve ang how to teach or the teaching practice. So, PPST or Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers used to access and develop teachers' competencies such as content knowledge, classroom management, and teaching strategies, student engagement, and assessment. So in short, PPST is about how well teachers teach in the classroom. While the PPSSH or Philippine Professional Standards for School Heads, it focuses on school heads like principals, head teachers, and etc. So school-wide leadership looks at how the entire school is managed. So PPST have 7 domains while the PPSSH have 5 domains only. So the goal is to improve overall school performance, used to assess leadership and management skills such as
leading people, managing school operations, creating a positive school culture, and ensuring student achievement. So in short, PPSSH is about how will school leaders run and lead the school. So in simple comparison, PPST is focused on teacher while PPSH is focuses in school heads. PPST have classroom focus while PPSSH is whole school focus. So the PPST have 7 domains and PPSSH is 5 domains. So improve teaching while the PPSSH is improve school performance. So next is the purpose of PPST and PPSSH. First, we have improved teaching and learning. So in improved teaching and learning, PPST helps teachers improve how they teach, while the PPSSH helps school heads create conditions that support effective teaching and student learning. Then we have ensure quality education. So by setting clear standards for teachers and school leaders, both frameworks help maintain high educational quality across schools. And next is promote continuous professional development. So in teachers and school heads are encouraged to keep improving their skills through training, reflection, and performance evaluation. So in simple terms, PPST and PPSSH work together to raise teaching quality, strengthen school leaderships, and continuously develop educators, which leads to better learning outcomes for students. And then we have the PPST and PPSSH serve as deep ed's shared compass for quality education, one strengthening classroom practice, the other guiding school leaderships. Together, they ensure that teaching and leadership are standards-based and learner-centered and growth-oriented. So when teacher continuously improve through the PPST and school heads leads with purpose through the PPSSH. So schools become safe, inclusive, and high-performing learning communities. Ultimately, these standards remind us that quality education begins with competent educators and visionary leaders working as one for every Filipino learner. So, the PPST and PPSSH are described as deep edge shared guide or compass for quality education. So remember that PPST strengthens classroom teaching by helping teachers improve their skills and practices, while the PPSSH guides schools' leadership by helping school heads lead effectively and purposefully. So together, they ensure that teaching and leadership follow clear standards. Education is learner-centered. Teachers and school leaders continuously grow and improve. When teachers improve through PPST and school heads lead using PPSSH, school becomes safe, inclusive, and high-performing learning communities. So quality education happens when competent teachers and strong school leaders work together to serve every Filipino learner. So PPST and PPSSH guide teachers and school heads in improving teaching and leadership, ensuring quality, learner-centered education for all students. And that's all for my part. So, thank you. Charis! happens at the teacher and students.
And that would be all. Thank you.
Thank you.